our colleagues out there in the HR world to be mindful of when it comes to kind of engaging with the well-being of their workforce around this area of fragrance and smell?
Okay. When it comes to, like, I think most of us are working from home at the moment. So I would definitely recommend have a repertoire of essential oils which kind of make you feel good, because I think working from home has its own levels of stress. Now, the good thing about using oils at home is that, you can use whatever that you like. But when it comes to using oils in a workplace, you do definitely need to think about sensitivities that others might have, because like any other perfume, whether it's synthetic or whether it's natural, there might be people who are, not really attuned to it. So in that case, you might need to kind of think about how do you, offer people these oils. So that's something to be thinking about. But that being said, definitely most of the oils which are from their natural, say, states have a lot of benefits, and the number of people who are sensitive are fairly less. So it is worthwhile, exploring that option, because end of the day we do use our senses to interact with the world and to feel good or bad about the environment around us. So if we can use, the nose, which is something often forgotten, to feel better, to feel less stressed, to feel motivated, I would highly, highly recommend that. And if you can combine it with other modules as well, whether it's breathing, whether it's mindfulness, I think the impact is going to be great. Like I said, when everything is going good, we don't need this, but it is necessary to know these techniques, because when things are not going well, these are the things that can, maybe prevent you from having to go to a medical practitioner and take a lot of help. So,
I mean, I can't shift my camera at the moment to show you, but I've got a vaporizer that I use for kind of giving me some fragrance. And my favorite combination is bergamot and amber and lavender. So I've mixed my own. And when I'm going to do particularly a kind of a new broadcast, it kind of just gives me the right kind of fragrance in the room to calm myself. And I feel much better when I've kind of got my vaporizer going with my fragrance in the background, and it's been there for me for a while. And so and I know you do very bespoke perfumery, but if you were going to be giving some general advice to people, and let's say we wanted to have a few tips around what are the best fragrances to help people relax a little bit, is there anything that you could give us in terms of that particular tip that you've discovered?
okay. So I would firstly speak about the ones that are easily available. The ones that are easily available, which are very helpful, would be lavender for stress, chamomile for stress. Likewise, sandalwood, rose. If this fragrance is not too strong for you, then they can actually have a deep impact on how happy you feel, how focused you feel. The oils I work with are more Ayurvedic, which means I have to get them back from India. So they include a herb called Jatamanchi, which is very similar to spikenard. It's not a very pleasant fragrance. However, it is deeply, deeply calming. It's even been known to work on people with depression. Likewise, I work with a lot of turmeric-based oils, ginger-based oils, sandalwood-based oils, all from, and you have different levels of it. Some of them are really, really good for clearing your mind, whereas some are good for improving your digestion. So I think, the kind of oils that I would recommend for you are the ones that is easily available. Otherwise, you can definitely contact me and I could blend something for you. So that was the thing. When I was traveling back, from India to Netherlands, I was carrying a lot of my oils, and sadly, some of them leaked,
Oh
which means
dear.
the whole house is now so fragrant. Like I don't need a diffuser anymore. Like my clothes, everything is smelling amazing.
So I hope you weren't stopped by any sniffer dog at custom control to find out what was in your bag, is it? The
I
one
think
that's
just
kind of
like me then.
yes. It's a great thing when you go. When I went to visit New Zealand and you arrived there, of course they've got these gorgeous dogs which go around all of your suitcases and sniffing to see what you're importing. So I'm sure you would have caused a few waggy tails there with your suitcases leaking. Yeah. So the one thing that jumped out, which really fascinated me, was the oil of turmeric, and I've not experienced any of that. And I know kind of the medicinal benefits of eating, turmeric, which of course is one of the kind of fashionable spices of the moment. So what benefits does that bring for us in terms of fragrance?
In terms of fragrance, like I said, turmeric, there are multiple kinds of turmeric that you can get. Like you can get a fresh cut, you can get a dry turmeric. So the fresh one, I find it very good for calming the mind down.
Right,
Whereas a dried one, when inhaled, I found it much more helpful in improving digestion and, generally in that area. So, but if I just use a fresh cut, it's something very divine. I mean, it's very similar, surprisingly, to sandalwood.
right,
Maybe not as floral fragrant like in the woody floral fragrant, but it definitely has a very earthy tone. And it just makes it quite magical. I mix say jasmine with turmeric, and the effect has been just marvelous.
wow.
Most so for me, when I approach perfumery, it's somewhat like cooking.
Mm,
Right. So when I sense it, and then you kind of keep improving upon it, and that's how it is. So turmeric has many benefits, but primarily I would say for anxiety, for depression, for focus. I have even started working on it for winter depression as well. I had tested it out earlier, and it had done fairly well for winter depression, possibly because the pitta content, the fiery content in it, is quite high and strong.
right.
The only thing with turmeric oil is, it can stain. So you have to make sure you don't put it in your nice clothes.
Well, yeah, and of course that's its beauty also in cooking, isn't it? I mean, it's got such a vibrant color to look at in terms of the spice, but it's such a powerful carrier of color
True.
in your cooking, as well as instead if you get it on your clothes while you're cooking. I mean, it's amazing. I can't wait to kind of experience that. It's really exciting and such a fascinating subject. And thank you for bringing it to the community of PPMA. And I really look forward to finding out more about what you're up to, and also that great bit of research that you were doing with the school children in India as well, and seeing the benefits that were coming from that. So we wish you all the very best of luck, Nuthan. Our time has sadly come to an end. Great to have you here with us in Europe, and we look forward hopefully to hearing more of your tips and journey as you progress with your research. Please do keep in touch. And we will be sending out a link for anybody who wants to contact Nuthan directly to find out more about the work that she's up to. Should you wish to have a consultation and a session with Nuthan, she'll be more than happy to have a conversation with you and tell her all about the work that she gets up to. And we wish you a huge amount of success in your research venture, and anything we can do to help, please get in touch, Nuthan.
Thank you. Thanks, Ilya. Thank you, Liatham. Would be great to have your feedback about the session, and would really look forward to contributing about on wellness and mindfulness in future with you, because I think that's what the world needs: a lot more compassion, a lot more understanding of how did we really get here to a place where there can be a lot less hope, and is that all we can be? Can we be better than where we are? So look forward to staying in touch with you.
Great. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and wishing you a hugely happy and joyous week, whatever you've got in store. And we'll see you at a future webinar in the series. All of our details are available on the PPMA website under the events page. And I look forward to catching up with you in the next few days. You take care, everyone. Bye for now.
Thank you. Namaste.